Hi, my name is Grant Douglas and I'm the Intercultural Track Coordinator here at ESEG. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about the Cultural Diversity Passport. The Cultural Diversity Passport is designed to help you develop your cultural intelligence and the intercultural skills that will be essential to you as a student at ESEG and a future manager. The Passport is part of the Bachelor cycle and is made up of 2 compulsory elements and 1 optional element. The first compulsory element is the Cultural Diversity Sessions or class that you do in Year 1, Year 2 or Year 3, depending on when you join the school. The second compulsory element is the peer activity. The optional element is the possibility to do 1 or more multicultural projects during the Bachelor cycle. To validate the Passport, you need to get a minimum of 200 points. You can get these points from the compulsory cultural diversity sessions in the responsibility seminar in the first year, or from the Dealing with Cultural Diversity class in Year 2 or 3. These allow you to get a maximum of 150 points, depending on the grade you get. There are another possible 150 points from the peer activity, which I will explain in a moment. The optional multicultural projects can bring you up to an extra 50 bonus points. You need to validate your Cultural Diversity Passport in order to be able to go on a study abroad exchange during your time at ESEG. If you have not validated your Cultural Diversity Passport, you will not be able to do an ESEG study abroad exchange. There are no exceptions. No passport, no exchange. If you have arrived at ESEG in Year 2 or Year 3, you might already have done a study abroad exchange that you can get validated by the administration. If you decide to do this, you are not then required to do a study abroad exchange with ESEG, and so you do not need to validate your passport. However, if you do want to do a study abroad exchange during your time at ESEG, you will then need to validate your passport. Double degree students are not required to validate the passport if they are not intending to do a study abroad exchange during their time at ESEG. If you're not sure about your situation, ask the Cultural Diversity team. The peer activity is designed to allow you to meet and get to know someone who is culturally different to you. It is also designed to get you to reflect on this process. You will have to find a peer who is culturally different to you in some significant way. This could be because of where they come from, their background and education, what they do in life, etc. The idea is to choose someone you don't really know and that you are not in daily contact with. So avoid choosing someone from your class, even if they are culturally quite different from you. You will meet this person at least 3 times over the semester. And after each meeting, you will make a short video in which you reflect on these meetings. Peer actually stands for prepare, engage, evaluate, and reflect. And in the videos, this is what you will be expected to do. The videos will be graded by your cultural diversity teacher. There is a detailed set of instructions on the ESEG Online Passport page. Make sure you read this and you follow the instructions carefully. Also, make sure you take the feedback of your teachers into consideration when you make the videos. Through this activity, we hope to help you develop your cultural intelligence so that you can work on your cultural knowledge, cultural skills, and your metacognition or reflexivity. Let's hear what some of our ESEG students and their peers have to say about the activity. Here are some short extracts from videos from recent years to give you an idea of what you can expect from the activity and what we expect from the videos.
Cette activité m'a vraiment permis de créer une amitié que j'aurais jamais pu créer sinon parce que je serais jamais allée parler à quelqu'un que je connaissais pas comme ça. Voilà, c'est pas possible pour moi. Et donc c'est vrai que la peer activity m'a apporté une amie et aussi une meilleure connaissance d'une culture que finalement avec laquelle j'avais vraiment aucun lien, que je connaissais pas et avec laquelle j'avais même des a priori négatifs, ce qui est dommage. Et donc j'ai aussi réalisé que j'avais pas la manière de penser qui est juste et unique, ce que j'ai tendance un peu à faire parfois, j'avoue. Et j'essaie vraiment de continuer à vivre ce genre d'expérience-là et de continuer à appliquer ce que j'ai appris ici et quand je voyagerai surtout, et peut-être pourquoi pas en Russie, parce que du coup ça m'a vraiment donné envie d'aller voir comment ça se passait là-bas, etc.
The Pure activity was a really interesting start. It was sort of, it was firstly quite unexpected. I mean, I was ambushed by like 9 people in my first couple of weeks. But now that I kind of got into the swing of it and I've done like 5 of them or so, I've actually found it to be really, really enjoyable.
I think this activity was very useful because firstly, it allowed me to discover an international student, which is relatively complicating in first year. Also, my view have changed since too. Because as I explained in the first video, I'm someone quite shy, and Benjamin is very confident, I think, very speak loudly. But with time, and by knowing him better, it became much easier to speak together. We exchange, we listen to each other, and we had a lot of fun. I mean, I learned a lot of things through this activity. On the one hand about Benjamin, but also on the Australian culture, and finally on myself too, I think.
Moi, tout d'abord, j'ai trouvé ça vraiment chouette. C'est une belle occasion de rencontrer des étudiants locaux. Il y a peu d'occasions de faire un truc comme ça. Je trouve ça vraiment génial. Puis en même temps, par ton entremise, j'ai pu rencontrer une étudiante mexicaine aussi. Ça a été super le fun d'avoir des différences culturelles entre nous et d'explorer ça aussi.
Ouais, c'était super sympa de pouvoir discuter avec les étudiants étrangers, surtout que nous, en première année, on n'en voit quasiment jamais.
Ouais.
Je pense pas que j'aurais eu l'occasion de te croiser. Je pense
pas. On s'est jamais
vu dans l'école, c'est un truc de dingue pour ça. L'école fait pas 15 000 mètres carrés.
Non, mais
ouais, on ne s'est jamais croisés dans l'école, donc ça c'est cool. Et puis, ouais, maintenant en plus on est copines, du coup.
Ouais,
je
c'est
pense,
génial. Oui,
je pense que sans ça on n'aurait pas essayé d'apprendre à se connaître et tout, donc je pense que pour le coup c'était vraiment utile. Ouais, et on a fait des activités super sympas.
What to say more? I think it's an amazing opportunity for international students to get to know other people and for local students also, and we definitely learn a lot. I think my main takeaway from that is even in tree meeting, I saw the improvement in myself, so I think I'll always improve the more I meet people, and that's a really nice thing to know that I'm capable of improving myself.
Obviously, working with one of our international exchange students is a great way of doing the Pure activity. But you might also like to work with someone you meet on one of your projects, like the Solidarity Project, or through work you do with an association. Remember, the important thing is to work with someone who is culturally different to you in some way, not necessarily of a different nationality, and someone that you don't know very well. Thanks for your attention. We hope you enjoy doing the Cultural Diversity Passport. Remember, like with anything, the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. If you have any questions about the Cultural Diversity Passport, there is a unique email address to use, which you can see here. If you have any questions about the multicultural projects, there is also a unique email address to use, which you can also see here.